Welcome back to Central News. I'm Katrina McKinley. A few weeks ago, Ian Skelton from WHK Business Growth in Tauranga was on the show advising of the importance of businesses engaging in marketing. Ian joins me again today to give us some further tips for optimum business production. Ian, thanks for coming back and telling us more about marketing. Now, it is crucial for businesses to get their marketing strategy right. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, certainly, Katrina, and thanks for having me back on the programme. It's great to be back. I think the problem with businesses out there that I see is that there are a lot of businesses that are all the same. They're businesses that I call Me Too businesses, so they're doing similar things in a similar way, they're selling similar products of similar quality at similar prices, and nothing stands out. And marketing's about getting your business to stand out. So you've got to start with the marketing strategy. The problem that businesses have, and small businesses in particular, is that they're trying to be all things to all people. And so that becomes very difficult to do anything particularly well. So the strategy starts with actually identifying who are the best customers. Where's the growth going to come from? Where's the profit going to come from? And then once you've identified who your ideal type of customers are, finding out what's important to them, what really matters, who influences them, and then compare that with what the competition are up to. And then you can come up with what's really unique about your business.
I guess there's challenges out there for all businesses, and I guess it isn't necessarily such a good thing that everyone has all these same different areas of expertise, so they do need to do that marketing. Can you give us an example of businesses that has used a marketing strategy to stand out from the crowd and be successful? Yeah,
okay. I think probably a good example is in the hospitality and the cafe business. If you think of most cafes, they're pretty similar. They've got a similar range of foods that they serve. They're all selling coffee. But there was a business that opened in Revive, and they were clients of WHK Business Growth. And about 5 years ago, they opened a cafe that didn't sell meat, it didn't sell coffee, it didn't sell Coke, and they were pretty much laughed at by everybody else about how on earth are you going to make a cafe work. But the owner had a vision, he had a passion for helping people to eat healthily. He was a vegetarian, he opened a vegetarian cafe, and it became a destination store. And sure, he was tempted along the way to put a fridge with Coke and think, oh, some of the people will want that, but he stuck to his beliefs, and as a result people flock there, and you go there at lunchtime, there's queues out the door for people trying to get in there. And one of the things that he's done from a marketing point of view, which is really, really good, and small businesses can copy this, is that each week he sends out an email to all his customers. So every time anybody goes into the store or onto the website, they get invited to join his mailing list. And if they join on a Sunday night, they get an email which tells them about the menu for the week. It will give them a recipe, it will give them a health tip, and it will also give them some special offers for the food during the week. Now, if that email doesn't go out, the number of customers that go there goes down by half. So put it another way, they do double the amount of business just by sending out that email. And most businesses are too busy trying to find new customers all the time, and that's 6 times as expensive as communicating with your existing customers. So we can all learn from that.
Yeah, and I can see the importance of having that niche and working with that, because obviously in this case vegetarians, they want to know where they can just go to one place and everything's vegetarian, they don't have to ask any questions.
That's right.
And the whole emailing out, I mean, people these days like to have things come to them, so if they know before they go, then all the better. Yeah,
now just on that vegetarian thing, quite interesting with Revive, because although it's a vegetarian cafe, 80% of the people who eat there are not vegetarians. But they understand the importance of eating healthily, and they go and treat themselves and go there, and they feel good about it. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, very good. Now, which marketing tactics are the most successful?
Right. Okay. The answer to that is depends. Although interestingly, there was a survey done recently with 1,200 marketers on what they found that they got the highest return on their investment. There were 2 things that stood out. The second best was public relations. So that was being featured in the media, so on TV, oh here I am, or on the radio, in the press, so if people are writing editorial about you, or on online media, that was very, very high. But the highest one was customer relationship management. And so it's a bit like linking in with our cafe. It's building a database of people, understanding them, communicating with them, rather than doing this throw a load of mud at the wall and hope some of it will stick.
So what do business owners need to know and consider when it comes to marketing their own business?
Start with the customer, not the product. Understand where the demand is, where the opportunity lies. See if you can find out. I think a really good phrase is key frustrations. If everybody's doing stuff out there the same way, you can identify the customers that you want, talk to them and find out what key frustrations they have, not with your business but with everybody in your industry. That's a really good starting point.
And are there any other concerns that businesses need to be aware of before they embark on their growth strategy?
I think if they want to do better marketing, one of the things they could do is they could go to our website, the WHKbusinessgrowth.com website. There's some better marketing programs that they can have a look at. But before they do that, I think before anybody embarks on a growth strategy, they need to know that the business isn't going to fall over. There's too many scary stories of businesses growing and running out of cash. So there's no point being profitable and broke. You need to make sure that you're financially optimised before you do that. So we run a profit optimiser session. We take businesses' financial statements. We have a look at their pricing, their cost of goods sold, the accounts receivable, and we put in what will happen if this business increases its revenue by 20% or 50%. What will that mean to the cash flow? So you can make a business financially stronger. The customers love it. The banks love it. It's definitely a less stressful way of growing your business.
Awesome. Thanks, Ian, for coming on the show and sharing us some more marketing tips.
My pleasure. Thank you, Katrina.
From business marketing to marketing of unique products in an exquisite recipe. Join me after the break.